Hello everybody, I am Razorblade Mango, and I am here today to talk about something that I actually wasn't even going to make a video on, which was the Game Awards 2014, because I wasn't even, if you guys have been following my channel or have seen the video that I did about a year ago now, where I just took a huge steaming dump, deservedly, on the Spike VGX award. I still don't understand what the fuck the X stood for, because I felt like that was just such a fucking colossal offensive train wreck. It made me feel unclean to be a gamer. It just made me feel ashamed and disgusted, and I fucking hated it with every fiber of my being. So when I heard they were gonna do they were gonna keep on going with the show, I went, oh, fuck this. No, I'm done. Fuck you. No. But I gotta admit, the more I actually started hearing about it, and how it was actually going to be like a mixture of an actual award show and like the world premieres like they used to, not this like studio bullshit where you get Joel, Mr. Assface McHale, or Mr. Dickbag, whatever the fuck I called him. He's whatever. Fuck that guy. He was not going to be there, thank God. And you actually had like a board of advisors of like respectable people within the industry, like Kojima, the head of Sony, Phil Spencer. I mean, people that actually know what they're doing. So I was a little like, okay, you know, it's there, all right. And then I heard that Spike wasn't even involved with this thing. Like, this was Jeff Keighley's baby. And I was like, okay, maybe he's like learning his lesson after last year, and because last year, when you watch videos of him last year interacting with Joel McHale, you can tell that he is frustrated. You can tell that this is like a burning bridge that's about to explode, and he can no longer stop the TNT from going off. So it's just, he just kept on doing. He acted professional. He just got through it, hopefully unscathed. But you could tell he wanted to kick Joel's ass. But this year, I felt like he took the feedback. He like genuinely took the feedback from last year and wanted to make something completely different. Like it's said on the official website, this is in no way affiliated with Viacom or Spike. This is Jeff Keighley's own personal baby. Like, he got help from like Reggie, he got help from Nintendo, he got help from like all these people that put this show together. And I must say, well, first of all, I didn't have anything else to do last night, so, and if I sound a little stuffy, forgive me. I've been kind of under the weather for the past day. If, like, it's, okay, this was a good show. I'm not, maybe not good, okay, maybe not good. It was an improvement. It was a very obvious improvement compared to last year, and like one of the better like of these video game shows that I've seen. I still felt it had its problems, and I'll get into them in a little bit, but I actually felt like with this show that there was a genuine respect for gaming. Like, it wasn't like an ass kissing kind of respect. It wasn't like a begrudging kind of respect. It was like an actual genuine warmth towards gamers, which is what I really appreciated. Like with the whole montage at the beginning, or the speech that Reggie did. I actually felt like I was scared at first. I was like, please don't fuck this up. Please don't be a huge painful embarrassment. And they didn't. They actually like started off on a really good note. And I felt like this love that I hadn't felt from the show, maybe like ever, because it turned from a commercial to an offensive culmination of everything wrong with gaming to this. And this is a big step in the right direction as to what to do with this show. Make it a mixture of the awards, make it a mixture of the world premieres, make it a mixture of like cool stuff that we could watch. Maybe one or two musical appearances. That's not bad. But what I felt like, and people are gonna come in and say, I understand, like people are gonna be like, well, all the other times it's been like this. All the other times it's been a mixture of awards and world premieres and all that other crap. The difference, like I said, is that those other times, they felt like a facade. They felt like a really desperate attempt to be like the Oscars and to be like, well, we're gonna try to like get the respect that movies are getting. But this year, it felt more like comfortable. It felt more natural. It felt like they weren't trying. They were trying harder, but simultaneously feeling like they weren't stretching themselves, like they weren't like trying so hard that it felt like desperate or half-assed. And in a way, they actually made, like, because this year has been fucking terrible when it comes to games. This like with Gamergate and all this like this crap with Ubisoft releasing buggy games, all these games coming out that are disappointing or that don't straight up work. It's been a bad fucking year for gaming. It's been maybe the worst I've seen since I've been alive. It's been painful. However, this show was like easily one of the, and even though it wasn't really all that great of a show, it was one of the highlights of this year, which is astonishing for me, considering last year I flat out was like, fuck you, I am never watching this crap again. You can take those remixes, I think I said something like, you can take those like redos and shove them up your ass or something like that. And I gotta give credit where credit is due. Jeff Keighley, he saw this as an opportunity for change, and he fucking did it. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate the approach he took for this game, this show. But let's talk about why I still think this is just an okay show. While I think the definite effort is there. The effort is there. It's plain to see. The step in the right direction, plain to see. Much better than last year, absolutely, no question. I still felt like the mixture of like the awards and the world premieres and the musical performances, I felt like it was paced rather poorly, especially in the second half of the show, where I felt like once they did like this video like with the Broken Age character, with Elijah Wood's character going, hey, it's been one half of the show, it's so much stuff has been going on, and I was like, oh wait, there's another whole hour and a half of this? Because you remember last year it went on for 3 hours. It was like, my god, this is torture. Like I couldn't even watch the last hour of the show. I bailed. I was like, fuck this. I'm done. And I just really was like, okay, there's going to be another hour and a half of this? Alright. They've already shown a lot in the first hour and a half, so we'll see. The first hour and a half was actually really good. Like, it maintained a comfortable pace. I felt like a lot of the trailers that they were showing, like some of the trailers they were showing, oh my god, were so awesome. And I'll get into those in a bit. However, the second half dragged. I thought it was really boring in the second half. None of the world premieres really got my blood pumping. They had this extended bit where they had to honor it's like a lifetime achievement award of the guys that made King's Quest series, which is, that's fine. And I felt like it was genuinely like touching to see like the creators get honored and then passing the torch off to another studio that's going to work on the new King's Quest coming out. But it went on forever. At least I felt like it did. It went on and on and on, and it was like, okay guys, I understand that you're proud of this series, you're proud of this, But you know what? Even if they had done this for like Kingdom Hearts, if they went on for this goddamn long, I would have been like, okay, guys, can we wrap it up, please? Can we just get on with the show once more? There's only so much of Tetsuya Nomura I can take of saying thank you very much, thank you for loving the series. By the way, there's a great video out there on YouTube for people like they like the guys that make Kingdom Hearts. They get to watch the people like talk about how much they love it. Go watch that video. It's fucking heartwarming as hell. And I also felt like in this show, some of the humor. I forgot the guy's name. When he comes on, he talks about, oh yeah, it's my Drake for getting crunked later on tonight. I was kind of like, oh boy. Like, it gave me like a brief flashback to last year. Very brief, but it thankfully did not. It didn't perspire throughout the whole show. And I like the musical performances. I was like, okay, I understand that they wanna add a little diversity to the show, but those were way too much, way too long. Like the Imagine Dragon part with Koji Kondo when they were doing the Legend of Zelda thing, that went on forever. And then they did, and as much as I love hearing Legend of Zelda music, it was like, okay, like the part at the beginning when they were playing like Nintendo music, I felt like they should have started out with that. Like, I felt like, and I know they were saving the Legend of Zelda reveal for the end, but I felt like, alright, well, as much as I love Koji Kondo and I like Imagine Dragons, I was like, okay guys, wrap this up. This is way too long. Also, there was one guy, as impressive as it was, and I kind of admittedly left to make dinner at that point. When the guy was playing the electric harp, or whatever the fuck it was, in that neon suit that he was doing, that went on for way too long. I was able to make a whole dinner in that length of time. The violinist that was there, I think it was like E3 that EA did this with the violinist for Dragon Age Inquisition, and I was like, okay, I mean, admittedly, she's very talented, she's pretty cute, and I'm sure she practiced her ass off doing this. It, again, way too long, should not have been there. Maybe, like, been there for, like, 30 seconds tops, and that's it. Just done. And then the Battlefield Hardline theme song, oh my god, that did not need to be there. You could have cut that from the show. The 65 Days of Static, featuring like the No Man's Sky score, I mean, that was fine, but again, way too long. And I gotta admit, as far as like these world premieres go, I felt like the trailers that were shown for already like established games, it's like that stuff that's gonna come out later on. I felt like the trailers for that stuff was way more impressive than any of like the new game reveals that they showed at the show. It's like some of the new stuff they showed, like the guys that did the guy that did Brothers Tale of Two Sons, which I think is one of the like a great game, one of the best of 2013. He was doing his own studio now where it's called Hazellight, and he's working on some like announce project or something. And it was like EA is notorious for doing this, where they have to like oh well, we're not going to show any actual gameplay footage, but we're just going to have this little, like, documentary style. Like, oh, we're going to make something incredible, and we're going to film our creators looking at computers and pointing to them and smiling and laughing about how much they're working on their game. And it was the same exact thing this year, where EA was like, we're going to have a big reveal at the Game Awards. You guys are never going to guess it. And it fell kind of flat. It was like, okay, well, cool. You introduced a new studio. It's helmed by a guy that I have a lot of respect for, admittedly, but did not show much of a game trailer. It was like two hobos sitting in a train. That's it. And it was like, okay, cool. So it's like Hobo Simulator or some shit like that. Whoopee. Thank you. We also got Adrift, which looked like Gravity, the movie. Gravity, Gravity, the video game. Which is exactly what it looked like. I was like, okay, cool. It's Gravity as a video game. Cool. I really don't know how to... I wasn't, like, really all that pumped for it. I was like, alright, I haven't even seen Gravity yet. So, hey, I really don't care. They had... they had a trailer for this Godzilla game that they didn't even show any gameplay for. So we'll see about that. I really don't know about that. It's like, okay, Godzilla's coming to PS3 and PS4. Cool. Okay. That's hey, sure. Why not? Godzilla, I could play a Godzilla game. The last one I remember was the one based on the movie, and it was the shitty Roland Emmerich movie, and I remember it being fucking terrible. So, yeah, okay. Cool. That's it, really. Cool. That's cool. And also the guys that did Gone Home, they announced this new game called Tacoma. It looked like BioShock, weirdly. That was like probably the only of the big teasers, like the new world premiere teaser trailers, that was the only one that kind of got my curiosity a bit up. I was like, okay, this looks atmospheric. It looks kind of interesting. I would be down for more information on this. Sure, yeah. Cool, absolutely. And then we got this game called Before, which looked like, and if you remember the Gamescom conference this year for Sony, they announced this game from Michael Ansel called Wild, where it looked like it was like this ginormous prehistoric world where the map is apparently the size of Europe. It's an MMO where you have to be any creature you want. You want to be a fish? Cool. You want to be a gigantic bald eagle? Awesome. You can be that. You want to be a guy? Sure, go for it. This game looked a lot like that. Except it looked like the art design, I think, is intriguing. But the trailer went on for, like I said, there's a common problem with this award show, and they felt like they had to stretch it out for 3 hours. It went on for way too long. It was way too long. Way too long. And I just got bored watching it. And I was like, Wild made this look so much better. This prehistoric concept looked so much better. And it looked a lot better too. So there was that. And then there was this new Nintendo game called Codename Steam, which I was just like, whatever, don't care, honestly. Next, don't care. This game called Human Element, which another one that kind of piqued my curiosity a little bit. But then again, it looks like every other... It looked like Team Fortress 2, kind of. It really did. When you watch that trailer, it has the same kind of bouncy, kind of dark humor of Team Fortress 2, and I was like, alright, it's Team Fortress 2, but set in the apocalypse. Okay, cool. I really don't know what to make of that, but okay, fine, cool. So that was really it as far as from what I can recall, the Banner Saga 2 apparently, which was whatever, don't care. Sorry guys, don't care. So I was the highlight for me of world premiere new stuff that we've yet to see was 2010, where they showed off Arkham City, Mass Effect 3, Skyrim, and I was like, holy fuck, there's so much stuff that they're revealing that I'm interested in that I can't even keep track of it all. This year it was meh, for just nothing that I thought was terrible, but it was just it really wasn't all that. Like I said, besides Tacoma, it was just a somewhat Human Element. It was meh, just really wasn't all that great to me. But a lot of the stuff that they showed for some of the games that I already know are coming out looked mighty impressive. Let's start with No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is a game that I've been like gradually building interest for ever since they revealed it last year, and I'm not even sure if I saw the trailer for it last year, if I bailed before it came on. But anyway, it looks incredible. Looks incredible. It looks like a completely different kind of science fiction game. And if they are good on their promise that like all these planets are, there's like a billion different planets in this game, all procedurally generated, all with like unique features. They probably have like some kind of really complicated planet creating system where it just randomly creates these like different planets based on like different ecosystems and color palettes and all that, and different like organisms living on it. This will be a really unique, amazing game, and I am really looking forward to that. The reveal of like this new kind of like purple, it looked like Pandora from Avatar in a way, except like a lot simpler, and it has like these kind of like mech alien things in the background. That looks awesome. I cannot wait for that game. And another one that I was like, I've been very skeptical about the Order 1886. I have, admittedly. Because, one, that whole bullshit, like, 30 frames per second is cinematic, which I was like, ugh. Two, I noticed that there are, like, the black bars in all the gameplay that I've seen so far of it, which makes me concerned that it's going to look a lot like Evil Within, which I don't appreciate at all, because I cannot stand when they adjust the aspect ratio to intentionally include these fucking black bars. I can't stand it, guys. I just can't. However, this new trailer that they showed, where it was like a Zeppelin heist, and like some assassinations, it made it look cool. I was like, okay, it's something new that we haven't seen before. It's not like this dark, gritty environment where it's like monster slayers and all this other crap. It was like something different. It was a heist in the sky, which I thought looked really cool. And then there's like precise timing and assassinations involved. There seems to be this discourse in the group, which is cool. And I thought it looked cool. I was excited for it. I am getting a little bit more excited for the game now that was shown. And I know they're going to show something this morning at the PlayStation Experience keynote, which I hope you guys watch, because I am going to probably be doing a video on that as well. Legend of Zelda. I'm saving my favorite one for last. It's not Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda, even though I don't own a Wii U, it makes me kind of want one. It looks... Oh my god. Does it really go without saying that a Legend of Zelda game looks incredible? Do I really need to say that? It's fucking Legend of Zelda on the Wii U. Of course it's gonna look incredible. Duh! It's like... And apparently you can control Epona with not even the Wii U pad. You can just hop on her back, and she'll just automatically go, while you can do things like you can adjust the camera, you can check your equipment in real time, apparently. And apparently, like there's like new battle mechanics. There's a glider. I think they had it in Skyward Sword, from what I remember. So that looked awesome, and I was really happy to see that. Even though I wish they had actually like not had these guys in the frame and just spent the whole screen showing Legend of Zelda. I don't want to see it in the background. I want to see it in the foreground. Maybe the commentary is fine. I just want to see it in nice HD and have it look amazing. And they confirmed the new Star Fox is going to be in 2015. That's cool. And then on some stuff that I thought was just like, Until Dawn. I really am not all that excited for Until Dawn. Sorry, I'm just not. Survival horror like this is not my thing. Survival horror like PT, totally my thing. Now this, I was just like, yeah, it looks like a horror version, an even more like teenage horror version of Heavy Rain. Which was just like, okay, whatever, don't care. Dungeon Defenders 2, don't care, whatever. Seriously, don't care. They had like MLB The Show 2015 where they had to. And I know there are baseball fans out there that were like, "Oh my God, this guy's on the cover." I was just like, I don't care. Move on, please. Also stuff like, what was it called? How could I forget? That's another thing. Metal Gear Online, the multiplayer component for Phantom Pain. Holy shit. It looks fucking awesome. It looks so cool. And even though there was some shit in the trailer that made me go, huh? Hey, that's Kojima. That's what he does. Like it or not, it's a gameplay mechanic that could possibly work. Where, like, one of the guys in the opposing team, he drops, like, this little, like, puppy doll, and one of the soldiers, like, falls in love with it, and gets fucking shot to shit. While Snake just, like, jumps out of the way, which is fine. Which is kind of funny. And when Snake gets into that machine, just fucking blows all these people away, shoots their fucking guts out. It was pretty awesome. I was, like, really on board for that. I was like, yes! Give me more Metal Gear Online! I'm so pumped for this! And I was hoping, Kojima would be there, too, to reveal something for Silent Hills? But I guess that wasn't gonna happen, so, hey, whatever. Totally fine. But the best, in my opinion, the best thing at that show, Bloodborne. Fucking Bloodborne. Oh my God. Holy shit! This thing, it's like a No Man's Sky. The more I see of Bloodborne, the more I'm like, why is it March 24th yet? Why? I want my hands on this game. I want to play this game. I want to go up with 3 people against, like, a really crazy ass boss. I want to get my ass kicked, please, God. I want it now. I want it. And it just, this new trailer, showed off a new kind of environment, showed off a new boss. I forgot the name, and I know they revealed, like, the official name for it. Actually, let me look that up quickly. So, it looked cool. I mean, the art design, beautiful, gorgeous. There's so much blood. And of course, it's called Bloodborne. There's blood. There's lots of fucking blood in this trailer. Holy shit. Lots of blood. Really looks awesome. You can tell that this is next-gen stuff. It's the mysterious and fearsome hunter Gascon. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Or Gascon? Gascogne? Something. I'm sure they'll someone from software will pronounce it correctly one of these days, and I'll be able to pronounce it correctly as well. So the boss fight against that looked pretty awesome. It was 3 versus 1, and even that couldn't stop this boss. This boss fucking went in there and killed almost everybody. But you can tell, it was very obvious that the guy playing the game, the player character, was on God mode. You can tell that he was there, or had like the health bar set to an abnormally high level, because unless they're like kind of lowering the difficulty, which I've kind of heard they are, he would have gotten fucking killed before the last part of the trailer. And just the way he was getting cut up and sliced and fucking stomped on, he would have been dead before that trailer ended. That's my only thing about it. But it just looks so fucking awesome. I cannot wait for this game. This is becoming one of my most anticipated games of next year. And I'm so excited that we're going to get to see more from the PlayStation Experience keynote this morning. I'm so pumped. So that was basically it. And like some of the awards I thought were rather questionable. But, hey, we all have our opinions on who should and shouldn't have won. But overall, this was not a bad show. Not bad at all. It was It was flawed, yes. Too long, way too long. If they edit this down to 2 hours, it could have been a lot better. But for what it was, compared to the last time they did this, this was much better. This was, like I said, I gotta give credit where credit is due. And Jeff Keighley did something really cool. And I was like, wow, dude, you impressed the shit out of me. I went into this with like such low expectations, and I was like, wow, good job. Bravo, dude. You've earned a little bit of my respect. And I hope you take the advice that people are going to give you for this and improve it. Improve it. Make it shorter. Like 2.5 hours is kind of pushing it. 3 hours? No, absolutely not. Maybe even 2 hours. Make it 2 hours. Have come out with some of the biggest reveals of the year, some of the awards, maybe a little bit music performances. That's fine. Totally do that. No Fallout 4. God damn it. Another year. Another year of shattered dreams of Fallout 4. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. If you like what you see, subscribe. And if you're wondering where my Kingdom Hearts 2.5 video is, that's coming. Don't worry, I've been playing the shit out of this game for the past week. And I'm not even going to talk about it until I've done a complete analysis of it. So have that to look forward to. And what did you think of this show? Let me know in the comments. Did you think it was an improvement? Please don't tell me it was worse than last year, because I won't believe you. And you'll be objectively wrong. So, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, guys.